Hello everyone, welcome again to IBCS Automation. Today we are going to see how to connect Siemens S7200 with Siemens WinCC RT Professional. So just open the AA portal, so new program, and I'm just creating a new project. So we can name it as WinCC Professional RT. Once the project is created, you can just save it on a space and the project has been created. Now we have to add a device. So the device I am using here is Siemens S7200 CPU 1212C DC relay, and the third model in that particular CPU. The firmware is 4.0 and I'm just adding the PLC. So once the PLC is added, I'm just going into my Profinet IP settings. In the Profinet IP settings, I'm just giving my IP. So my PLC is set as 1.6, 192.168.1.6. So once that is done, go into the protection security and make sure that the permit access with putget command is enabled. Without that, it will not communicate with the SCADA package or any type of HMI. So to communicate with other devices, it should be able. So now open the tag table, and I'm going to create 4 tag tables now. 4 data types. That is one start, that is I0.0, and one stop 0.1, one output, that is Q0.0, and 2 memories to interface in the SCADA. So now I'm going into my main block. So in the main block, I'm just going to create an DOL starter, that is a direct online starter mechanism. I'm giving the names start. This will be the start memory. It will be the output, stop, and stop memory. Once everything is done, we can just go to the download to device, and first we can compile it, both hardware and software, and it will give us one warning that the PLC has not set any password, and we can ignore this warning because this is not compulsory, so we can download without a password. So now I'm downloading. I'm just going to my network interface and I'm just giving search. My PLC appears with the IP of 192.168.1.6. So once the search is complete, I am selecting that particular model and selecting load. When that happens, again the process will try to, so I am just giving no action to stopward and giving load. Make sure that the protection does not have any password. If you have not set any, if you have set it, it's alright. So I'm just downloading it to the device. It is loading the configuration. Once everything is done, just give finish. So now you can see this is my hardware setup on the right side. My PLC is just getting online, so such that we can monitor it. So everything is online now. So now when I press I'm just switching on the memory, and you can see my output is getting switched on. So as this is programmed in a push button concept, so I am switching it on and switching it off. Now I am trying to switch it off, modifying the NC contact, and I am again going to modify the NC contact. So this will happen in both ways. If I do it in the online also it will work, and as well as if I try to do it in the panel also it will work. Now I am going to try to do it in the panel. So I am pressing the start button and I am pressing the stop button, again start and stop. So it works. So now again add a new device and go into add a PC station. So in the PC station on the right hand side you will see some communication modules, PC general and everything. So in the communication module go to Profinet Ethernet, and at the bottom you will see IE general. Just drag and drop it near to the PC station. And again, so as we are going to use the WinCC RT Professional, we need an RT Professional application from the systematic HMI application, and I'm just drag and drop it on the nearer to the IE general. So this will take some time. So the WinCC RT Professional is a FT software, so it will take some time to load, and you will be needing a very good configuration system to work this out. So the version I am using is TA version 15.1. So once it is done, I am just opening my Ethernet settings of the IE general as you done in the PLC, and I am just adding a subnet, and I am going to give an IP that is not being used in the network. So I am just giving as 1.22. So this particular IP is not yet used in my network. Once the IP is given, I'm just going to save the project once. Now I'm going into the network view. So once in the network view, we need to configure make the connection, that is establish the connection between the PLC and the PC station. So this step is really important. If you skip this step, your SCADA may not work. And it is also necessary to set the PGPC interface. So we got the network view. So in the network view, I'm just going to delete the previous connection that is already in the PC station. So once that connection is deleted, now I'm just going to connect the PLC and the IE module, that is the Ethernet module placed on the schematic HMI station to the PLC. You can see I'm just dragging and dropping it, and my connection has been established. And make sure you click the sync domain. So make sure this is happened. If the domain is synced, then there will be no problem in the communication process. Now I'm going to my HMI RT tree, and I'm just going to add a new screen. So now it is like, so you can see this is the main interface. So if you are using WinCC Advanced, you will have a HMI screen, but this is a SCADA screen. So I am just going to take two controls, that is two push buttons. So took one and I am just copying it for the second one. You can rename this later, and I'm also going to take an indicator. So in this case, I'm just going to dynamically change the color of a circle. So there are options for lights, and there are for libraries, there are IEC symbols. So but for this example, I'm just going to use a circle as my multi-state indicator. So this multi-state indicator will have two values, that one will be 1 and the other will be 0. So as we are only using Boolean values here. Now I'm just going to my property window. The IO field, if you want, we can keep it up or we can just delete it. It doesn't matter. If if you want to visualize whether the value is changing from 0 to 1 or not, we can keep the IO field, otherwise we can delete it. Now here I am just going to my default tag table of the PLC, because we are going to just use the tags from the PLC and we are not going to create any new tags for the SCADA, because we are going to get the values from the PLC. So these will be real-time values and not simulated values. So if you can see, if I am just scrolling down, I can see the tag names that I have created. So start, stop, start memory, stop memory, and my output will be on the top, as it has different address, that is %Q0.0. So once this is done, I'm just going to give the address of the output to the IO field as well as to the indicator. So that is my circle that I'm going to animate. I'm just dragging and dropping my tag from out to out. Once the data is dragged and dropped, I can go to, so that's it. So here only the data will just print if as I'm using this IO field. Now I have come to the indicator. So there I'm just going to do a few things. So I'm just going to animations and I'm just going to add a new animation. So in animate property, I'm just going to give my tag name. And it will be background fill color. So I have to change my color for the true and false, as true will be green and the false will be red. Now I am just going to move to the text fields. That is my two push buttons. One will be used for start and one will be used for stop. So I'm just changing the name initially. I'm just changing one of its name to start. And now the second one as stop. So on the start buttons, okay, I'm just moving the IO field and my indicator. On the start, I'm just going into events. In event, I'm just going to write my script for click. That is, whenever I click, something should change. So in the add function, I'm just going to give increment tag. So sorry, inverse bit. It's not increase tag, it will be in edit bits, it will be invert bit. Okay, so in the invert bit field, I'm just going to give my tag name. So my tag name will be start memory here, because we cannot control an input directly from the SCADA. It has to be a memory. So you will see the difference between using a memory and an actual input in SCADA in another video. So I am just going to use my start memory here. So there are two ways: either I can just drag and drop from here, or I can just select the browse window near the tag and select it from my PLC's default tag table. So the start memory has come. That's it. Now I'm going to stop and I'm going to do the same thing there. Add function, invert bit. So I'm just going to drag and drop my stop memory. So now most of the things are done. So now we need to do a few things. We need to compile and we need to start the runtime. So I'm the screen 1. So go to the top of my HMI tree, that is HMI RT1. Right click and give compile software only changes. So this will start the compilation process. This will take some time for the first time. So this is very important. You should get a window with no errors. If there is an error, then your SCADA will not work So the finalization will take some time. So mine has taken around 18 seconds and my finalization has been completed now. Again, the second compilation took me 31.874 milliseconds. It is around roughly 32 seconds. So there is no errors and there is no warning. Make sure that you don't have any errors and warnings. Now the screen has been getting compiled and it is asking whether to start my simulation. Now I have just started my simulation. So now it will start to activate the WinCC RT Professional. That is my runtime of WinCC Professional. So don't rush it up. It will take some time for the first time activation. And once it has activated, so then after that it will not take this much time. So we are just going to close the screen and open it, so it will not take that much time. Initially the activating of RT Professional will take some time. So my SCADA screen has appeared. So when I press start, so my output is already on there in my panel, so it is showing as green. Now we are just going to get my view of the panel. I'm just going to take my camera that is connected to my PC. The main advantage of using WinCC RT Professional in TAA is you do not need TAA to run this. That is the main advantage. See, so my output is on, so I'm just getting an output here. Okay. See, even without the TAA, this will work fine. So I have closed my TAA software, but it's still working. So when I press start and stop, it will take some time. There is a considerable amount of delay in getting the output. The input is just getting triggered initially, but the output will take some more time. I think a small mistake has been happened. So like okay, so the start button has missed by an invert bit, and we are just going to fix it up. So it is done. Okay, so initially my start button didn't get connected. I'm just going to add this again and I'm just going to run it all over. So I have finished, I have saved it, my compilation is done, and I'm just starting my simulation. Now it will get activated quicker. Now I have closed my TAA portal. So my RT Professional is just getting started now. So once this gets started, I can directly control my PLC from the screen. So WinCC RT Professional is the latest build of the WinCC family. So the older WinCC 7.4 and 7.1, 7.2, so the 7 series WinCCs are the older versions. RT Professionals are the newer versions. And this has multiples of options for tag logging, reporting, alarm generation, alarm reporting, alarm logging, and everything. So once that got activated, initially my output is on, so that's why it's showing like this. So I'm just pressing my start button here on stop. So stop. So it will take some time to react here, and I'm going to start it again. So the hardware it is on now. The software takes some time. It will take around 2 seconds of delay. I'm stopping it, and it has done. So this is a small example on using WinCC RT Professional. So we will be coming back with our channel for many more videos regarding WinCC RT Professional. And during the next video we will see how to auto start a program. That is, whenever I switch on my computer, my SCADA screen will automatically get started, just like in the industry. So we will see how to do that in the next coming video. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share and like this channel for more videos like this. Thank you.